Well, this is going to be game one of this best of 5 grand final between TNC Predator and Team Dog. It's like he might just start chipping away at the HB pool of In Your Dream, but again, it's going to take quite a while if that's the play here. Only a level 2 Void up. In fact, never mind, Armel's going to come in, and with the lasso out, you can definitely kill off this Drow. So KP was just getting it ready for him, and Armel, he's going to be able to take the first blood in this game one of this best of 5 grand final. It's going to be a very nice feeling out for TNC. However, Abed has rotated, would like to go onto Armel, does zip in. Armel going to run the other way. He'll go for a flame break, but I believe he might just be dead, and Abed does pick it up. In fact, KP showing himself once again on the Night Stalker. It's like he'll give that over to KP instead, so KP is going to be that frontline tank anyway. Almost kind of asking people to hit him now with that chip fest. Armel has lasso up in a second, would love to get Abed, but Abed is going to zip forward, does take the Arcane Runes to Armel, could go for a lasso, and does do so. Meanwhile, Gabby went down at the bot lane, but Abed is going to be able to zip away. Armel still thinking about chasing, but they'll settle for the tombstone.
Right now, TNC is going to try to push the top lane, but you've already got Ice there being disruptive on the Tide. He's already got his Hood of Defiance along with an Urn. So he is very hard to shove out of here. You're going to have to throw a lot of bodies up.
Well, they are going to throw a lot of bodies though, John. They're going to go straight after this Tide Hunter and Ice. He's very, very tanky indeed, but he may not be tanky enough. No TP's coming in either, so Ice just still tanking all of this damage. He is so tanky, however. He should eventually die, but another Anchor Smash is going to come out. Urn charge again, gush out, and they do finally kill him off. But man, oh man, that took so much time.
Once this falls, you lose a lot of control on TNC's end, and they're not coming in for the defense.
Every damn time with these Leshrac pick. You can just hide in the tree line and do that. However, Radiant Triangle, they caught out Arbet. That's a massive pick off to get, and they are going to take down the Storm. Everything committed for it. They might even find Polison on the Undying. He's going to go for a TP out, but it is nighttime, so KP is going to be able to get the stun off with the Void. While that's happening, Tim's actually found out Arfu. Arfu sticking around in the mid lane is going to get punished off by the Shadow Shaman. Obviously, he stuck around a bit too long, and Tim's is able to get the kill.
Really good punishment now from TNC. They might have dropped the tower, but they found some really big kills in exchange. They are starting to at least reel back some of that lead their way and mitigate control. Although Abed finds a nice one.
Where the hell was that? They're even hanging out around the Roshan, just making sure the Team Dog can't get an easy entry into that pit. But they are now going to go for a smoke. Ice going to front line, might just break the smoke straight off the bat. He's going to run into Gabby. Febby around, KP will get started, they'll get the Crippling Fear off. Ice again is just so darn tanky, however. He's just going to walk back around, looking for a Ravage, but there's your lasso out. They caught Arbed on the Storm with the Hex out as well. But can they burst him down? Arbed, he does finally drop, and TNC, it's going to be a 4v5 advantage. Do they keep going? Gabby, he'll go onto Polison. They get the Tombstone. Polison, he's going to die. Ice still has the Ravage, is not going to throw it out. They'll go after KP on the Night Stalker. There's your Ravage now, connected on all 4 heroes. A massive Ravage out from Ice. Maybe they turn this, but Gabby, he'll keep going. In Your Dreams down. Now Arfu getting surrounded. He'll also die, and Ice is the only man left. And with that, he should just be dead. He's a very colorful Tide Hunter apparently right now, but he should eventually just die. And he will, a full team wipe. Out for TNC. And I'll be honest, Sean, I didn't think I'd be saying that, just judging by how the game was going for Team Dog, but
Team Dog got punished hard. In Your Dream now is second in net worth because of that death. And the Drow Ranger is a hero that likes playing from ahead, so playing from behind is not really something you want to do with the Drow.
Arfu, he's going to be targeted. A nice way to get started, and now Polison going to be jumped by the backlines by Gabby. They find anyone else? No. Polison is going to be the one. Arbet, he'll zip behind In Your Dream just in case the Drow does get caught out. He is. He'll start strength morphing though, as he does see Ice TPing into the outpost. He's just going to back off to safety. No need to rush. They still have plenty of time to grow on TNC. So I say that. Night Stalker ulti has been popped. They found Arbet. Tims does catch him out, and there is Armel. with the lasso to catch him out, and now Arfu trying to TP just behind, but KP was there with the stun out with the Void. And Tim's on the Shaman. I mean, I questioned it earlier, John, but it's paying off. And now even in the mid lane, Ice once again is a bit of a rainbow Tidehunter right now, but that's not what he wants. He doesn't want to be colorful. He just wants to be alive, but it looks like that is not an option when you're fighting up against TNC, as Gabby will pick up another kill on the Morphling. And Team Dog, after such a great start, it's just really falling apart.
You do have Abed up if he wants to zip in, but it doesn't look like Team Dog are aware at all. So straightforward pickup for Gabby. Yeah, just a safe push play, finding what they can get. TNC are sneaking around with a big smoke, though. They could catch a couple of heroes out here. Abed's too far off to back up.
Oh, this is very, very bad news for Team Dog, and Ice, he's going to be targeted first, but they don't get the silence off yet. Ice, he does have the Ravage, but there's your silence coming out. Now the lasso in the back lines. They caught in your dream. They've got the drown, but the Ravage is going to fly out. Abed, he'll zip back in after Gabby, but he does go down. Ice, and Abed both dead, and this is looking really bad as Arfu also dies. There goes in your dream. There goes Polison. Gabby on an ultra kill on the Morphling. And TNC are playing this game perfectly.
Like there was a whole bunch of years where it was a pretty dead pickup, but it's been really dominant.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew how broken it was the whole time, dude. Abed. Oh, he jumped in on Tim's. KP's there with the silence as well. Oh, Abed. It's the wrong target. You can't go after the Shaman anymore. He hasn't got an Orchid up. Now the lasso's there. They caught in your dream again. This Drow Ranger is set to fall. He just cannot survive. And now Gabby going in after Polis. And there's your shackles out once again. Tim's Shadow Shaman is something to look out for this new patch, it seems. In fact, they even found more. Arfu, he just wants to go home. It's Christmas. Let him live. He will die. And there you go, GG. I think they're too far behind now. Up against the Morphling as a Drow Ranger, it just doesn't feel good.
No.
Abed, he's trying to rush a BKB. It's a mess. I don't think they were expecting the Shadow Shaman to be that impactful.
If you asked me yesterday, I would have said Team Dog's draft was better. But having seen what happens with a Morphling Wind Ranger and the fact that Team Dog can handle, I'd say TNC.
Armel and Abed going to be going at it, and Armel copping so much harassment early on. This is the generally the deal when you are versing the Morphling, of course. You just put it. Ooh, Abed. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought Armel would have kept his distance, but Abed, that is a very good scream. I was meant to say this before my dog interrupted rudely, John, but I did love that Slardar pick into the AM. I think if there's one hero that doesn't necessarily care about losing all its mana, it is a hero like Slardar who can still bash you. As I say that though, mid lane, Armel will die a second time. He hit that level 3 mark, but Abed is really giving it to him. Now down towards the bot lane, Febi's gonna cop it. Team Dog, they are not happy this game. A 0-3 already to the side of Team Dog. Still the best Arcana in the game, by the way, the Quap Arcana. Just in case anyone was wondering my opinion. Wind Ranger can, she can go to the side, John. I know who the queen really is. In fact, Abed jumping back in after Armel. Armel's gonna be okay. I mean, he's level 4 now. Abed has got a 1 level advantage. Armel, oh, that is a panic waveform out. But roll in Arfu. Ice, bot lane's gonna tie to Gabby, but my god. They are really giving it to Armel in this mid lane. His 3rd death of the game already, 4.5 minutes in. Have trust that Armel can make it back into this game. Of course, Gabby will probably be the space maker on TNC, but speaking of, he's going to get rolled on now. The break is there from Ice, but it looks like they have not got the control, and now Gabby going to turn back around with the Focus Fire and the Javelin. Arfu still trying after Febi. They will get the Venge, but they will lose their Earth Spirit. Ice, however, still trying to go after the Wind Ranger. He is not going to be able to finish him off.
Yeah, that's some good movements out from TNC to try and give Armel some space, and that fast jab is really helping out Gabby. Like, that lane's been fairly hard to maintain, but he is finding some kills. And I got to keep looking at the mid lane. I mean,
Abed gets another kill onto Armel. I'm not sure how he's getting it at this point. Armel's level 6 now.
He needs to play catch-up elsewhere. Looks like they are just going to try... They're just going to try and use him as a space maker now. Set him up as a distraction, so Gabby has a good time farming up. Investment needs to pay off, and speaking of Gabby, he's in danger.
That he is. Gabby gonna go down. Now Tim's gonna also be in danger. Fu wants to keep this chase up. They have plenty of damage with the poison attack, and with the last one out from Ice, gonna be way more than enough and in your dream.
They definitely are. Just playing with the aggression that they can get out. Abed, for his part, doesn't have any stuns to worry about. Like, at best, you've got Shackles, maybe the Venge stun, but so far none of those heroes have been able to rotate, and they do find a kill in Paulson, but that's not the biggest trade to go for. You will have to take it, though, but it's, again, not the biggest pickup, but it's some space out for Armel at the least.
Absolutely. In your dream now going to show up and start draining a bit of mana. Roll in. Arfu, he wanted to go on the morph, but instead they'll pick up Febby. They could still try onto Armel, but he should be okay to get out. They won't bother. Armel still sounding quite confident on this morphling, as now Tim's is going to come in with KB. And they kill off Arbet on that Queen of Pain. Just sneaking up from the backside. Smoke up. TNC would love to run into this AM, especially with this blink up on KB. They've got the initiation they need, and in your dream, that may have been a bit of a problematic blink there. KB now gonna have his smoke broken, does get the stun off, and with the swashbuckle out, Tims is able to secure the kill. Roll in from Arfu with the tombstone drop. They want to try and get a trade, and they are gonna be able to get Tims. Can they get KP on the slaughter? A perfect roll in from Arfu should mean they can. He will try to crush away, but it is gonna be no good, and now another roll back towards Febby. They should find a third kill, and they will. So In Your Dream goes down, but they will get 3 kills in return for the side of Team Dog. Awesome. They are KP on the front lines, but Arbed will be in a perfect position to block off and break the smoke. KP now going to get Viper striked up, so he can't go for the blink, and it looks like Armel is not comfortable initiating without his slaughter ready to go. So instead, they'll leave him be. They got the bounty they wanted. However, Swap, Ice, gonna get caught out. There's your focus fire as well onto Gabby. Ice still being targeted here, and he does go down. Fu, however, going after Febby, and now Tims. The Rolling Thunder is there. Tims actually gets himself out of there. Now Armel going after Fu. They'll get the Earth Spirit to boot. Onto Paulson it is, but Armel will leave him be as Tims comes back in with a nice lucky shot out with the swashbuckle, and they want that Undying, and they might just get him. In fact, a shackles out Gabby. He even found Arbed, but they should not have the control for the Quap, as the blink on KB was not available at the time. A very worthwhile trade for TNC.
Yeah, they managed to feed those kills towards Armel as well. So the biggest hero that needs that injection of gold does pick them up, and now Armel's number 2. Oh!
Arbed once again ends up getting Armel. Tim's gonna show up. He does have the Rolling Thunder. Arfu will TP out on the Earth Spirit, so they aren't going to really commit all the way for this. Nice bit of chip damage, but they aren't going to really just throw all their bodies at it. So they still hold their own T1. KP going to get caught out now by Arbed, and looks like he is set to die. Meanwhile, Gabby also going to die. So both cores going down on the same side of the map.
Play on the edge when he sees that Sonic Wave coming through. Should give him some padding in terms of getting blown up, but they will make a move onto the Roshan. This is where the lineup really shines. It's that Venge plus Slardar. With all the physical damage you have, the Rosh does not last long.
Ice gonna get started onto Febby. There's your Rolling Thunder out. Febby is gonna die. And now they're gonna go back in for the Roshan. Team Dog. They say thank you very much for taking out half its HP. TNC, however, they are making their way over. But Team Dog, they're not stopping the Roshan. About 1,000 HP left. They're going to jump in, but they won't be able to get there in time. In Your Dream, he got the Aegis. Paulson's going to fall low, but not low enough. He is able to walk out. Meanwhile, Febby, a nice swap out. They get Arfu. They'll get Paulson thanks to Tims. Is that going to be it? They want to go for a bit more, and they do spot out Ice. KP also has the option for Arbed, but he is limited on vision.
You can see In Your Dream, he is once more not going for an MKV. He's rushing the Bash now after picking up this Manta into the Abyssal. So if things get desperate, if they start seeing the Ags more for the Wind Run once more, I think we might see In Your Dream forced to buy another Divine, and that's always such a risky proposition.
Ice. Gonna be ganked up here. Tim's with a Rolling Thunder. Armel comes in. Gabby will take the kill on the Wind Ranger. However, Arfu is going to counter-initiate, but a nice swap out once again from Febby. They are still just focusing down Tim's, and they'll also go after Febby afterwards. So they do punish quite nicely here, Team Dog. They still get something for the death on their Viper.
So it really is starting to become that AM game, and your Dream's about to hit his spike. He needs this Abyssal fast, and I'd say you can't rest on the AM. Like, once you have this Abyssal, you have to fight. You see Team Dog have smoked up behind In Your Dream. They're going to try to make stuff happen here.
Oh, KP jumps in, does find In Your Dream, but they see everyone else, but a nice shackles out. Gabby, he got two, but there's not enough follow-up yet. Armel, he's going to jump in now with the morph onto Arfu. He's an Earth Spirit, this Morphling. Arfu is just going to try and roll away. Speaking of rolls, Tim's gets a roll of his own now onto Arbet. It's a massive target to take down, but the Mana Void out from In Your Dream, not going to be enough. He's also going to die. That's the Aegis gone, but Ice is going to reinitiate now with the Rod of Atos onto KP. They want the Slanna dead. They'll get the Slanna dead. Onto Tim's, that Pangolier. He's trying to TP out in time. Is he going to make it? He will. Back to the fountain, but he will die there. As the poison does kick in from Ice.
That could be key in them getting control. As long as you don't allow Armel to shapeshift, it is fine, but he's already on the solid in Wind Ranger form.
Here we go. Mel just crosses half the map in about 2 seconds, and In Your Dream, he blinks straight into him, but the counter spell's there. KP, he got the stun off anyway, but the Manta's gonna come out. They're gonna jump straight in after KP. The Sonic Wave, perfect from Arbed, connecting on everybody, but do they have enough damage? Armel is just gonna run the hell away with this Wind Ranger form. Meanwhile, Tim's gonna roll straight through onto Arfu and Arbed. In Your Dream, still on the chase, however. Looks like Ice will kill off Febby. Now they have found out Tim's. The roll not gonna connect, but the silence is there onto Armel. It's a way bigger target, and In Your Dream gets the bash off, but Armel is going to be able to waveform up to the high ground. A very close call there from TNC. Bot lane, Gabby is still being chased down. Arbet, he just TP's down to the T1 tower. TP away, is it going to make it? It looks like he will.
Ooh.
What? How much damage?
He had a Spirit Vessel on.
Oh boy.
He couldn't heal. If you get items up on Armel, it could end up being nice. But this is the point when Team Dog's very strong, and they're not going to relent. They're going to keep running at you. You have to be ready for this.
Roshan, if you wax In Your Dream, who's he found there? It's going to be Tim's. You get one. Nice big pick off on the Pango. Maybe if they find a pick off, they could try for it. But they're going to have to try for that Roshan as Team Dog, they've jumped in. And that Roshan is not going to take a very long time to take out. In fact, it's going down very quick. It is scouted by Febby with the Wave of Terror, but Arfu going to jump straight in with the Boulder Smash, giving time for In Your Dream. However, the Spider Legs, Gabby, he's in, but In Your Dream does get the Aegis. Ice, meanwhile, with the Viper Strike, holding on to Gabby. He's just so darn slow, and he will die in the Nether Toxin. Febby trying to get out, but the Abyssal Blade was there by In Your Dream. Oh, and it was so darn close there for TNC, but...
So there might be a lack of damage, but in theory, you've got this Venge, you've got the Slardar, who can handle that for you. But look at this, In Your Dream, he's learned. He's got the MKB, so he doesn't need to worry about the evasion anymore.
Fool me once, he says, and yeah, Tim's... Poor guy, gonna Guardian Greaves up, gonna try for the roll, but the Mana Void is gonna be there. Meanwhile, KP gonna also be in danger as Arbet has found out the Slanna, and that is gonna be a secondary kill out for In Your Dream.
Such sorcery shall not prevail.
Team Dog, it is definitely their game to lose right now.
Relies on them landing perhaps a Shackles, or even getting a good crush with KP, but it becomes harder and harder as they are feeling rather squishy. You can see the confidence in Your Dream. Does have half a minute left on the Aegis.
Ooh,
he does.
Nice shadow In Your Dream. He counterspelled the Shackles, and the Sonic Wave is gonna come out. They are gonna get it wiped. They do get a Shackles to save Gabby. KP is gonna jump in. Oh, what a counter spell out for In Your Dream.
But he does hit level 25 as well, so he's got Mana Void ready to go. Cooldown is a lot lower. He's going to be able to spam that out in between fights. And all TNC can do now is stare.
I mean, in all fairness as well, they still have the bottom tier 2 tower to go after. So I don't think they're going to rush the T4s quite yet, but I suppose you never know with Team Dogger's bot lane. Arbed would be a great pickoff, and they get the shackles. The Viper trying to TP in, Ice trying to help out, but they've lost Arbed. KB just going to TP run in front, but no, in your dream. He will have the Abyssals to cancel that off. And he wants to chase down Gabby, who wants a high five, but I'm not sure this is the time. Gabby, in your dream, is still chasing, and what a perfect blink out onto Gabby, right on top of his head. Arfu gets a silence off, and Gabby, he'll get his high five all right. Mel is just going to run away.
You do have the Ags on Feb. You just feel it's a bit too late. Racks are just going to fall here.
Oh, Shackle's way off target. Maybe just trying to force in your dream to use the counter spell, but it's such a short cooldown anyway. We see Ice with that new item now, throwing it out straight onto the Morph Armel. They're going to focus down the other instead. They want Tim's Pango, but Febby is going to get the swap off in time. Mana Void is going to be there to kill off Febby. Tim's going to go for the Rolling Thunder, trying to fight this one out with Armel. But do they have enough? It doesn't look like it. The swap is there. It will barely save the Morphling, but Tim's might just be left behind. They root him in place. They want the kill. In your dream, going to jump in, and he does take it. Still KB going to jump in, still going for the team fight. Is going to kill off Arfu, and now Armel going to roll back in, but barely misses on Paulison. So close with that roll, but it just did not connect.
He's still saving up for his own Ags though, so that's like 4,200 gold he needs to save up, plus his buyback. It's going to be a while until any major items fly up for Gabby here, and you can see Team Dog again just taking control of the triangle. They know where they have to be. Going to force TNC to clear out a wave and pull back. They can't get much more off the map. Gotta be careful.
Shackle. Oh, Shackle does latch onto the tree. KB gonna jump in straight after him. They are going after Febby, but the focus fire is there. Ooh. And they do get, no, they don't in your dream. He does survive. I thought he went down there for a second, but the team fight, it does continue. Arbed gonna jump in now after the Wind Ranger. Gabby is gonna die. Paulson will also die, but he'll buy back immediately into Arfu, who's rolling to the side. He barely misses Armel. But on the left, Tim's does go down. Your dream still going for more, wants to try after KB, but he's being stunned up. He needs to be careful. Armel gonna blink in after him, but the silence is out from Arfu. They don't land the stun, but they got the bashes out. Febby trying to save his life. It is not enough. Armel is gone. No buyback there. The GG is called. That'll be game 2 going to Team Dog. And they do even out the series 1-1, which at minimum, John, guarantees us a game 4. Which, by the way, before you do go on about how this game went down, John, in the last 3 BTS Pro Series, it's been 3-0s every grand final.